right, into the set.
All right.
PS2, classic pick. Sorry.
Everybody starts on PS2.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
you can kind of expect it. So Ridley's got pretty good boxing options to kind of keep Cloud out. F-tilt's really long. His aerials are pretty long as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe not 8.3 long, but...
No, you know.
Yeah, you know how it is. Nair is really strong this matchup against Cloud. It's more or less Cloud's Nair, but better at this point. And
Well, absolutely. It covers the whole area, and Cloud can't really get around it when he's recovering.
yeah, that's a big deal for sure. Ridley's edge guarding game against Cloud is really strong if Cloud doesn't have limit, which is going to be quite a bit of the time.
Right now, they're just kind of boxing each other out. They're kind of slapping each other. Just
Yeah, for sure. Getting a lot of damage off their every single hit. That's a classic.
down goes Ridley. Scubbss at 100% himself.
Oh
look at
no!
the F smash.
Hits him with the ultimate gamer combo, which is just
Charge up
smash
smash.
once per game or more. You can't
He's
get
playing
around it.
Ridley. You never know.
Oh, here it is. Okay, there it goes.
That move is so scary.
All of his smash attacks are so scary, man. So strong, so much knockback, and so big too.
Scubbss got himself quite a lead going on right now. Ridley may not have, as I'm about to say, Ridley may not have been the pick. There's the dash attack.
All right.
Got a couple taunts.
Yeah, get the double screech off, and then you know, oh geez, this could be scary. He is gone.
This is exactly what we talked
Yeah,
about.
he is gone.
And Ridley comes back. His up B is actually very surprisingly good for getting back because of the drift after.
Yeah, the buffed up B is actually a pretty significant difference, both in terms of the speed and in terms of the distance. So you can be watching out for that. Another up B getting caught by that down air, but no spike this time around.
Scubbss has been doing a very good job of just ledge trapping and keeping him off the stage. He's been taking fair control, but just one unfortunate exchange kind of put things in Locus's favor.
Absolutely, yeah. One of Ridley's biggest weaknesses, as with all pseudo heavies, you'll see them get stuck on the ledge quite a bit. So Scubbss being very good at that ledge trap game. I'm going to watch out for that for sure. But yeah, Locus looking really strong, getting a lot of damage off of basically every hit. That's what he'll do.
Limit cross slash not killing at 162. He's still living off the right side using that patented up air.
Yeah, that'll be a couple more percent for Ridley. He's still pretty chunky, regardless of him being a little bit lighter than Samus. The classic commentator weight analogy.
I'm so proud of you.
All right,
really nice. Covers everything.
It covers neutral get up and gets the limit charge. Oh man,
up air is so good. So it just got buffed in the most recent patch.
That it did. Yeah, they reversed whether similar to how Marth won't hit Tipper if his Tipper hitbox and his Hilter hitbox hit at the same time. Ridley got that reversed, so he's always hitting as strong as he can.
Yeah, and they actually made the sweet spot bigger on it, so the moves it's more reliable, it's more powerful, they've done everything they could to make that move actually good.
That they did, and it's still was strong to begin with, so you got to watch out for that for sure. And Lucina coming out, I agree with this pick for sure.
Yeah, Lucina's got a lot safer neutral, and it's a lot easier for her to make it back to stage, but right now it's looking like he's kind of getting...
He's taking a couple percent, but that'll happen to anybody, especially when you're against the best of the best. Even when you are the best of the best, you're going to get some...
Oh, that was a cheeky side B.
Yeah, scary, scary off-stage game with Ridley there. If you got a jump or two, you're okay, but once you blow those, you got to be really careful.
Lucina excels at chasing off stage, but I feel like Ridley is not the opportune character for her to be doing that against, because with the multiple jumps and how his up B comes back, he can throw out hitboxes with just nair, up air, whatever he needs.
If he's got a jump or two, he has a lot of options to be spooky and make it harder. That was a really nice reversal on the edge guard there.
Almost killing with the F smash. All those nerfs, eh?
Yeah, that'll do it.
8.3, by the way.
Yeah, right. Not a lot of people are going to be tagging that side B into the stage, so Scubbss showing off his prowess at that right away.
He's always been very, very good at ledge trapping, and especially like we were talking about against Ridley, being a heavy as he is, getting off ledge is just not fantastic.
Not amazing, no, but still super close here. Locus is making the most of his ledge time by firing a couple up airs through the stage. But yeah, firing an up air into the stage there. Oh, man.
Back air covering him off the stage. It looks like Lucina's not the only one who can do that, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really, really nice reverse edge guard there. And then still got quite a bit of gas in the tank unless he gets F smashed by that you'll...
Just as you call it out, I'm so... Clairvoyance.
Yeah, that's what I do. The old X alt eye, Lucina stuff. You know what it is, I play Fire Emblem.
Bro, you.
Yeah, let's not talk about games here.
So, actually, speaking of games, right now, Locus actually kind of reverse edge guarding Scubbss there. Very smart use of the up air, freshly buffed.
Yeah, that he has. He's had a really, really strong recovery game. There isn't always something you can do as Ridley to get back to stage, but he's making really strong mix-up choices to make it so you're never really sure what he's going to do. And getting hit by Ridley's stuff, even if he isn't necessarily as good as Lucina, it'll always be scary.
Well, he has so much range. He can contest with. Oh, Lord Jesus, that'll cost him.
That was a really, really close F smash there, but not quite covering the roll distance properly. It's a little bit different for every character. And getting 55% off this crazy up air string. Platform drops looking very nice.
That up smash is so deceptive because you think it's going to start in front of him, and then you get the boot as soon as it begins.
The big old boot. Yeah, that'll do it.
That's untechable. That'll end that game. So it's 1-1 with Scubbss and Locus.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking about the Lucina switch then?
I'm liking the Lucina pick quite a bit. Getting a lot more damage off his conversions, getting a lot more likely to edge guard, and that counter's going to be a factor later on now that he's kind of scoped out when Locus is going to up B. So.
And that's the thing with Ridley too, is the up B is so linear. It doesn't have angles like, let's say, a character like Fox. We just saw Strike playing earlier. A character like Fox can go in every direction with their up B. But Ridley has a certain select few angles that they can actually follow, so it makes it very linear.
Absolutely.
That's why the side B is good for a mix-up for recovering Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario on Yoshi's Story. This is the classic Locus counter pick. We're going to see a lot of a certain combo with the ledge that I'm sure a couple of you were paying attention to if you were watching yesterday in doubles. At the edge of this stage here, at around 70 to 80%, you are going to go for a ride.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel about the range difference? I feel like that's going to come into play in this one because Scubbss is going to have an easier time boxing him out, but I think Dr. Mario is more explosive when he gets in.
I would agree with that for sure. I think from a normal standpoint, Lucina does win this matchup relatively heavily. It's all the jank factor that Locus is going for here, I would imagine. And it's always really scary to have this weird counter pick that completely throws you off.
Well, Dr. Mario has some solid tools for himself. His the SDs, that's the one big problem with Dr. Mario. Off stage, he is a complete liability.
Yeah, all of his tools are going to be on stage. He's not going to have a whole lot when he's recovering there for sure.
Unless we're talking about Tornado, but we'll see if that
We'll
comes
see
out.
about that one later on, yeah. I could see Scubbss being really good at avoiding that. You also have to watch it. Well, that's coaching. I'm not going to do that. But dash attack's scary at the ledge, too. I'm just going to say that. Really close still. Tight percent. Neither character's going to kill each other for a little bit longer, but with this stage being what it is, so small.
Yoshi's Story is such a small stage,
absolutely. And getting duffed off the top right corner, that is really, really strong right there.
That's a nice difference between Dr. Mario and Mario all themselves. And as we're talking about that, they just even it out.
Yeah, immediately.
Back air so reliable, fair so reliable.
Yeah, it seems like Scubbss is a lot more practiced in covering this kind of character's recovery as opposed to Ridley. Mostly because the recovery is pretty notably worse.
Yeah, no, well, Ridley comes from so far away, and Dr. Mario has...
Yeah, there he goes.
There's the tornado.
That would be what we were referring to with the old down throw down beat. That will kill you at about 70%, so watch out for that one.
Yeah, and once you get scooped by that, it's so rare that you actually fall out that... It's such a fantastic kill confirm. Is that true even if you DI out?
It is true if you DI out, but the percent range is pretty notably shorter.
Okay.
There are some characters that can get out of it, but again, it's all player knowledge, and Locus has got a heck of a lot of that.
And Lucina is kind of a weird weight where like some combos work, some don't. I don't know if she's actually a floaty or not.
She is basically average in every sense of the word when it comes to her physics, and not as a character, obviously. She's really, really good, but when it comes to her weight, when it comes to her fall speed, she's right around the middle of the board. So we're going to see combo games be relatively practiced against this character, but not everyone's going to be ready for the Ken
and the Re.
The
Ken and the Cloud.
That was not what I was going to end the sentence with, but as soon as I saw it, I knew this is pretty scary. Even in Smash 4, where Cloud was at his scariest, this was considered to be, or Ryu was considered to be one of his worst matchups. So,
what do you think that is?
A lot of it is the really strong combo game against Cloud, being able to give him early and being able to do a lot of damage.
I think both of them are pretty deadly when they decide to edge guard each other.
Absolutely.
But both the recoveries also are not the greatest.
Yeah, Ken has got a pretty decent raw distance to his recovery, but when it comes to his options, they last a long time and they can be very easily stuffed by a wary player. And Scubbss is as wary as they get.
And the nice thing about Cloud specifically against Ryu is the fact that Ryu's up B actually, it'll go through the stage and it'll hit characters that are there, but Cloud's down air will actually just outspace it.
Yeah, just beat it outright. There you see the lack of drift on that Ken recovery just coming in clutch for Scubbss there and immediately getting soft up tilt, close jab, Shoryu.
What a good buff that they had for Ken.
That's the craziest buff I've seen in Smash. Adding a whole new move to a character to just kill you super early. Ken got it good in that last patch for sure, or a recent patch.
Something that the character needed.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're seeing a relatively close game here. FD making sense as a pick. For sure.
Scubbss just kind of walling him out right now using the length of the sword, but as soon as Locus gets in, he drops the combo.
Yeah.
And the Shoryu almost killing.
Yeah, surviving the Shoryu combo with really good DI, but...
Almost killing. I think, is that a heavy jab?
That right there is the heavy jab. Yeah, that'd be more...
Yeah, I think that's heavy jab, the kick there, because the crescent kick is the input, I believe.
Crescent kick would be, your Inazuba kick would be the hard jab at a far distance. So
okay.
I'm actually not sure how that one works, but I don't think anybody really is anymore.
Well, sooner or later people are going to learn. Ken's a very good character, normally very good at killing, but Scubbss holding on quite well right now.
Absolutely, 160%. This is not much different for being at 120 for Ken, unless he gets clipped by that up B. Oh man.
A little bit of rage and being at 160 might do that to you.
That'll do it, yeah, absolutely. So 160% on Locus Ken here. This is a scary spot to be in for Cloud and Scubbss, unless he gets this down air, which barely missing it, but he's going to be scouting that out for basically the entire game. Rest of the set.
He's doing a very good job right now of holding Locus towards the edge. I mean, that's where he needs him to be because he wants to be able to get a Gimp or he wants to get him just anything right now.
Absolutely. Ken is at his scariest at around center stage for sure. Getting that consistent kill off the top, super low percent.
Dash attack, anti-airing him.
Good stuff. Yeah, he can't always be landing for free against Cloud. He's got that big chef's knife you can just throw in your face. Oh, yeah.
That's a little bit more than a chef's knife there.
Something like that. Just a big chef.
Pretty big butter knife, I guess.
Yeah, it's something like that. But yeah, getting the crescent kick on shield, super safe, but falls out of the second hit. This is a scary spot for Scubbss. Yeah.
Second hit comes through, and that'll be 3-1 for Locus.